What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's been a minute. And the reason why I haven't posted pretty much all week is because ever since Monday, when I went to the watch party to watch the FIFA World Cup with Cape Verde against Spain, I had to go. I normally don't watch sports. I'm not a sports follower. But I didn't want to miss this historic game, regardless of how it was going to end up or how it was going to turn out. It's just the fact that Cape Verde was playing in the World Cup for the first time. I don't want to miss it. So, crazy, right? Like, simply amazing. I mean, I watched the game. I was excited. The energy in the building was electric. It was nonstop. But it wasn't until I got home and I happened to check my feed, and every channel, every page, every social media, every Cape Verdean influencer, every news reporter, every commentator, every news channel was talking about this upset, because Spain is supposed to be, one of the top players in the game. And it was our first time playing in FIFA World Cup. That's why I watched it. But realizing who they were up against, it was an unfair battle. But people always are expecting that, it's going to be 7-0, 8-0, they're going to wipe us out. But it's funny how such a small country as ours was up against the giants, and we overcame. Super shout out to the team, the Blue Sharks, for holding it down. Y'all did your homework on that one. I know y'all studied the plays, studied the moves, and anticipated their next setup and how they were moving. So the defense was coming with their best. Even later on in the game, they were coming with their top players because they were underestimating us, and they were pretty much getting frustrated towards the end because they were like, we got to at least get 1 point against this team. They're unstoppable. And because they couldn't, because the amazing Vozinha holding it down, he was a wall. You couldn't get past him. Not one shot. They had plenty of attempts. They were on our end of the field more often than we were. They had plenty of chances to score. 7 direct hits, but Vozinha couldn't get past him. And then once I realized his history as a 40-year-old and where he came from, the second division in Portugal, I was like, I have no idea what's going on because I don't follow sports, like I said. But it wasn't until I started hearing all those reporters breaking down the stats and this major shock in World Cup history. Like, who are these Cape Verdeans? And we were on the talk. We were on everyone's feed. We were the talk of the town, the talk of the world. Not talk of the town, talk of the world. So talking about putting ourselves on the map, like, this is how you come out with competition and coming out on top. Even though it was 0-0, the fact that we held them down, one of the big giants. People love these type of games and these type of stories. The small country with no chance and still defied the odds. Like, it's such an amazing story. So that's why I kind of got lost in the sauce. Normally I'm not on social media, only for my business, and then I get right back to work. But I could admit this week I was doing some serious doom scrolling. Just like, I just wanted to hear all the highlights on about Cape Verde. I'll keep scrolling until I see Cape Verde post or something about Cape Verde or something about Vozinha. I was watching it, and I was just like so proud, so happy, so honored for being a Cape Verdean, you know, and witnessing this. It's just it's a history in time, and I will be forever grateful that I experienced it and saw it firsthand. I would have loved to been down there, but it's just the fact that I just saw it is good enough for me. So, but during all this craziness this week, and wasn't able to post because of this energy, this new change in all Cape Verdeans. I was able to speak to my manufacturer, and they sent me their first round of the socks, which was a disaster. I'm like, come on, people. Like, I understand there might be a language barrier, but you don't have anything wrong with your eyes. Okay, your eyes can see what the mock-up looks like and what the product should look like. So I don't see why they're getting it wrong, but I sent my corrections. I got another proof back from the socks, just one minor detail. So hopefully they'll fix that. So socks will be complete. I got my second round of jersey and shorts screenshots from the errors that I put in from the first round, and it's looking better. It's looking much better. They're almost there. They still got a little bit more to go on some fine tuning, but it's getting close to getting that sample ready, because the sample has a deadline. I have until today, so I have about 8 days when the sample must be shipped out. That's when it expires, in 8 days. So I have 8 days to finalize on the jersey, the shorts, and the socks, and it's getting there. It's looking good. So I just wanted to get on here to remind you, or at least let you know where I'm at emotionally, and where I'm at as a business with my manufactured custom clothing jersey set uniform, which represents the players in the team that made history for us, and for Vozinha that made history. I mean, he made such a history that even though I'm doing these manufactured shirts overseas for the whole uniform, I couldn't hold out, and I had to create an additional shirt, front and back. I'm gonna try to see if I can order some jerseys locally and get something printed up to represent the World Cup moment that we just experienced this week, the history that we made, and everything we was up against. So I wanted to capture that moment, because I know it'll be forever in every Cape Verdean's mind. It's something we will talk about, and mostly everybody else that's in the sports arena or follows sports, especially the World Cup, that we made an impact. We was on the biggest world stage, the World Cup, and they took notice of who we are. And I love stories like this, especially the other island, Horatio. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up, but they even smaller than us. This is much smaller island. It literally takes 1 hour to drive from one end to the other for one island, but they're making power moves. So this is the year for the underdogs to come through, show their strength, and show Africa how strong we are. Because, like I mentioned, I don't follow sports, but I see how other people are highlighting and bringing up all these teams that are playing, and most of them are black, or African descent. So there's a lot of strength in Africa, and I'm glad that Cape Verde represented Africa to the fullest and came through. Such a small country, but a big win. So, VIVA Cabo Verde. We were never meant to blend in. This limited edition soccer uniform set was created for Cape Verdeans ready to stand proud, represent their culture, and celebrate our team's historic FIFA World Cup opportunity to the utmost fullest.